buses and bikes or urban renewal. The project is called The Moral of the Story, number 3 of the storytelling. Is that correct? The time is 6 to 8 minutes. Sometimes a news item touches a chord. Such was a recent daily news article for Wendy. You too might recollect your experiences of buses and bikes. Would you please welcome Wendy?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
The scene is the city. The sounds and the sidewalks, the diesel smell and the screeching and the coming to and fro of people and bus stops. Joe had just worked all day for the PUD and he still had his vest on. He climbed up into the bus, ready to go home. Now, as we all know, a bus ride in the city can be 20 minutes or maybe it's an hour and a half with transfers. He had an hour and a half ahead of him, so he settled into the bus. And the bus driver greeted him by name, Joe. Hi, Joe. And then Mary. She'd been getting on that bus for 18 years. Her accounting job downtown. So she settled into her seat too. And remember what the buses are like. You kind of have vinyl seats when they're commuter buses. They creak a bit. And there's that aroma. People close together. So close together that they don't always talk. They have their space, their iPads. The biker leapt on after he had placed his bike in that rack on the front, taut on the front, in his colorful, sleek outfit with his helmet under his arm, and right to the back of the bus, caught up on his iPad. The bus rumbled along, stopped again. The line of people filled the rest of the empty seats, and some were standing, of course, holding on to the center. Just as a perp rambled to the front of the bus and bucked that blue and yellow bike right off the front. And he started to run down the side of it, but Joe saw it. Raced down the steps off the bus and went after the perp. Bike. He was trying to get on the bike. It was wiggling, and he's going down the street, and Joe's running. And he says, "Hey, stop that guy!" But nobody did. Joe kept running, and by gosh, he got it. And he walked that bike right back to the bus and clipped it on the front and went back to his seat. But everybody on the bus, everybody was standing. Yay, Joe! Wow, he didn't expect that. In the meantime, Mary texted the PUD. Joe went home. But the next day when he got to the office, hey, there was cake, and there were pats on the back. Everybody seemed to know he saved a bike. It was a little embarrassing, actually. But Joe remembered a bike he had once. He saved his lawn mowing money to buy it. It was a great bike. Remember when you couldn't drive yet? You used your bike. You were cool. You could go everywhere. Just get on the bike. When that guy took that bike, Joe remembered his bike. He wished people wouldn't keep making such a fuss about him. But he told his wife how that bike really meant something to him. That's why he had to go get it. He had to save the bike. He told Sue and Sue both got bikes. They started using their bikes. They got to be a little healthier. Because Joe, like a lot of people, had been on the bumpy road of life. The economic bumpy road, the family bumpy road. But getting on that bike felt good. And he and Sue started telling other people about biking. That was a great freedom. You could go, you get healthier. It became their mission to let people know how they can have a bike as part of their life, and their world will open